Hey, 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 hello everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are watching from. I'm back again live as promised because I was here yesterday and now I'm here. And we are actually let me do this. I think I let me welcome you to the 90-day positive mental attitude challenge. I've been doing this now for this is my this is the 25th day of this challenge. And yeah, so we are talking about different kinds of attitude or tricks or advice how we can maintain our positive mental attitude, with all the things that's happening around us. By the way, for those who are new to my page, again, I wanted to let you know my name is Sheila Mushanas. I'm coming to you live from Toronto, Canada, and I am originally from the Philippines, but I'm here now in Canada for 25 years. That's been a while. And I'm also a telecommunications engineer by profession and a proud digital business owner. That's why you always see me here almost every day giving tips about my business, talking about my business and the life, or sharing the life and the benefits that I've earned or gained based because of the business that I have right now. Mind you, as I said, I'm still working as a full time engineer, and this business is my side hustle or my backup plan. What do you call this? Plan B, because as if you know, for those who know me, I was actually laid off several years ago after working 16 years in one of the biggest telecom company here in Canada. And it made me realize that nothing is permanent. Having a good job, a high paying job will not really give you the security, the sense of security that it will be there forever until you retire. One all of a sudden you'll just lose it, and then if you're not ready and you don't have a backup plan, then that's where the problem comes in. And that's why I'm doing this business. And in order to be successful in this business, it is actually not easy. It's doable, but it's not easy, especially if you've been used to working as in the corporate world, like being an employee or depending on a salary, depending on a salary that is there, coming regularly every other week, every week, or every month. Unlike being on a business, it depends on how you work on the business. And if you become successful in the business, yeah, it's unlimited. There's no cap like the salary. You don't work for time. You can do work smarter and then earning more, even though you're just using less time while you do it. That's the advantage of a business. But mind you, as I said, it's not that easy. The reason I'm talking about this PMA is, positive mental attitude. um, this is very vital for a business owner or anybody who's getting into the entrepreneurship. you know it's not easy because you your own self will be the one motivating yourself. There are times when you can't even get up from your bed because you don't feel good, and you're feeling down because your business is not doing good, or it's not, you think it's not, it's gonna fold, or you're not gonna earn any money. You always think, sometimes in your head it comes like, it's like the voice on your head telling that you're not good enough, you're not gonna make it, all those things. It happens because you're human. But that's why I'm doing this positive mental attitude, so to take those ideas or thoughts on your head. So today, so as I said, with my introduction almost every day about the 90 day. Why 90 day? Because based on research, we developed the habit. 90 days or 3 months is needed in order to really develop a lasting habit. You have to do it over and over. You have to train yourself, your mind, physically, mentally, everything, to be able to get used to that feeling. It's like a muscle memory. It's the same thing on the mindset. So being positive, it's not that easy, as I said. So now it's the 90 day of different topics, and today is the 25th day. And our topic for today is taking calculated risk. What's the difference between reckless risk and calculated risk? So yeah, so it's a great topic. What is really the difference? Also, reckless risk are impulsive. We know that they are impulsive. They ignore the consequence, while calculated risk, on the other hand, are strategic. They involve preparation, awareness, and courage. So think about the biggest breakthrough in history. This is what I'm going to talk about. Entrepreneurs launching business, athletes, or athletes that are pushing their limits, or professional switching their careers. Those people, none of those people achieved success by just playing it safe. But they also didn't just jump and or jump blindly, like without preparation or whatsoever. They evaluated. Of course, they did something different, actually, which is evaluating the risk or planning ahead, and their and then they took the action with confidence, because when you know, even if you know that it's not 100% gonna it's gonna be not 100% sure that you're gonna be successful, but if you have preparation, the chances of being successful is there. The chances of achieving your goal is highly high than without preparation. So how can you apply this to your life? Like, for example, think about one risk you've been hesitating to take. Maybe it's starting a new business. You wanted to start a new business, or but then of course you're scared. I've met a lot of people like that. Like, uh, they know already that they need something to increase their income, or to have another source of income, because they're afraid that it's not enough for them to retire early, or um, actually it's not really enough for the day-to-day expense. They already know that they need something, but still, no matter how much is the need, they still thinking that they don't want to do it, because they don't want to take the risk of not being successful on that business. But mind you, you already have the reason to do it. So the in order to mitigate, if you know there's a risk, you have to mitigate that risk. You have to know something about the business. You don't just do whatever business, the first business that you see. Like, for example, you see something online saying that, oh, tomorrow you join us and you'll be rich in a matter of whatever, just you pay this much, whatever, all those things. That's crazy. You got to know what's involved. You got to know if it's realistically can happen, if you can also do it, if you can do the things that it requires to be successful. That's how you get into a business, and you take the risk. Yeah, there is a risk. All businesses have risk. Anything, investment whatsoever, they all have risk. But you gotta understand if you can take that risk. you know like, for example, in some people who are investing, when they're remember, when we are investing, what they ask us, for example, you have a financial advisor, they always ask you your risk. But they know it based on your age, based on your, if you can still recover. For example, if you're younger, then you can take a big risk, but if you're old and you're about to retire, you don't invest money on a very risky investment. Those are the things that you need to know, so that you can qualify if this taking risk is, yeah, it's calculated risk. It's not a reckless risk, like going into the ocean, diving, not knowing how to swim. Can you imagine that? And you don't even have plans. But if you practice and you train and you know how to swim, and you're plan to swim, and there's a, at the end, there is a shore where you're going to get to, then that's a calculated risk. The risk of you dying, drowning, is less. Like, for example, because you know how to swim. That's how it is. It's also in making a career move. For example, you got to change your career. You got to know first if you will be able to do that that change, being an engineer and then you're becoming an entrepreneur, all these things. Maybe you have skills that you know before that you can that are transferable to that new career, and that's it. It's not like 180-degree turn that it will be hard for you to really do that new job, or you'll start from the bottom. You gotta analyze first if there are you have this what do you call this skill that you can transfer, as I said. Or for example, what is another example of that? Like, if yeah, those athletes, when they all running a marathon, you don't just go and run without training, or else you will just stop or you will enjoy yourself. So those are the things. So um yeah, so when I started this talk, I've said that I want it to be interactive. Like, I need you to apply it to your daily or whatever you're having right now. So the action item that I wanted you to work on is to um, think about something that you wanted to do. Like, maybe you wanted to. Oh, the other example I remember. I'm so sorry because I was thinking about, like, investing in yourself. Some people think that, oh, they need to learn something new, or enroll into something that will develop their personality, personal growth, or even in their field of work, whatever. They need to be certified somehow in order to learn new things, whatever. But they were thinking, is it the right time to do it? They're still thinking about it. So the the thing is, you have to analyze what you are planning to do, and realize what will be the outcome. Uh, what will you gain from it? And is it worth taking the risk? Of course, you try to develop yourself, you try to improve. That's worth taking, even if you spend a lot of people. I've known a lot of those successful people who are, business people, successful people, famous people, like the author of the rich, my poor and rich dad, whatever. Yeah, they know how to invest on themselves. They actually get hiring mentors and coaches. They're paying a lot of money just to gain knowledge from people. So it's worth doing that, if you know that you're going to gain more. So as I said, so whatever you fear, like whatever you think you want to do but you're afraid, this is the action item that I wanted you to do. Like, write down the pros and cons for whatever you are planning, and then um, create a step by step plan to minimize the risk. Because if you know the pros and cons, you know the advantage and you know the disadvantage, what will happen. Try to know a step by step plan, so that you can minimize the risk. So that's what you will do, depending on what kind of action or thing that you wanted to do. Like, for example, let's do this. You wanted to start a business. Like, for example, you saw my business. Oh my goodness. You're interested in my online business, and you were asking me, you tried to, hey Sheila, what are you talking about? What are you doing online all the time talking about this business? And then you found out so I told you about the business, and then you have an idea. Why don't I do that? I can, but can I do that? That's the question. So the first thing you have to do is, like what we are telling the people who are inquiring, is to watch the webinar. So we'll watch the webinar, so you know all the things that are involved in how to start this business. It's a 90-minute webinar that happens. Actually, it's going to happen tonight. It's Thursday. It's Tuesday and Thursday night, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So we have that amazing webinar free of charge. Then you will be able to know about the business, how to start it, and what's involved. Like, investment. Are you paying something? Do you are you going to be able to do it? What's involved? like, do you need to be tech savvy or experienced, whatever, in business? So you will know all those information, and then you will analyze yourself. Can I do those things? Yeah. Now, given all the information, and then you will try to figure out what's the advantages of it. What will you gain will you gain the freedom that you wanted? Will you earn money that you wanted to be able to retire sooner than later? Will you be able to travel more, or spend more time with family, depending on what's your goal? So you gotta weigh it, like write the pros and cons, advantages of the business, the disadvantage of it. Like, for example, oh no, I don't have time to do it because you're busy. So now you got to analyze if you can shift some of your schedule, or uh, manage your time properly, create some time for it, because it's worth it, because you know that there is a benefit. So you write those things, and then seek mentorship or guidance. I can be your mentor if you're talking about my business, of course. I definitely, if you, for example, you are thinking about the business, my business, and you wanted to start it after learning everything about it, definitely I will be your mentor. And of course, of course, I experienced how to start this business. I know that it works. That's why I'm here and I've been doing this. I know that you will earn money on this. And there are also mistakes that I did before that, because of whatever reason, like I'm so excited about this business, I didn't follow some of the training. I went ahead and do it my own way. And those are the mistakes that I've learned. I've learned that I shouldn't do that. I should have followed the training. And that delayed me a little bit, but I've learned that, and I won't let you do that. If I'm mentoring somebody, if I'm mentoring you, then I will let you know what are my mistakes so you don't do that again. So those are the things. Now, those things will actually minimize the risk if you wanted to start the business. So, and also, once you're set on it and you wanted to do the you wanted to jump into it, that calculated risk on something, whatever you want, like starting a business, um, developing a new career, changing your career, or starting a personal development, whatever you wanted to do, take small but consistent steps towards your goal, because you've already said it. You've already analyzed the pros and cons. You have a step-by-step plan to minimize the risk, and then you have the mentor or coach that you know who's gonna guide you, who's not gonna who will tell you not to do the same mistake. Then you're up to start. So I hope you learned something from this. And if you are really like curious, whatever, you could message me, not just because of the business, my business, or if you wanted to, just a guidance, a mentor for whatever you wanted to do, like personal growth, you can reach out to me and we can chit chat about it, talk about it. Thank you so much. And again, tomorrow I will be back again for another topic. And as I mentioned earlier, we have that live webinar, free webinar for you to check it out. You never know. Maybe this is something for you, this business that I'm working on. And it could help you in whatever way, like whatever you need, like you want to retire early, have more time eventually with your family, extra income, extra travel more, all those things. Just check it out. I'll be actually, where is it? I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, here you go. This is www.sheilamushanas.ca, and you will get the link for that live webinar. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.